Hey, welcome to another stream. How's everyone doing? I'm doing good. I've got no viewers, don't worry about that. I'm just going to be talking to myself again. Chatting into the void. So, I don't have anything planned. Let's swap over to drawing and actually get started. Well, I say started, what I actually mean is continue. I'm working on Raven, gonna do some colouring today, and then we're gonna do it lickety-split so I can work on these poses, because Art Fight is not very far away. Oh no, it's gone inside my lines. Not making a big deal about that though. See if I can just erase them. Change the threshold and erase. That'll do beautifully. Has anyone been up to anything? I'd love to hear about it or read about it. I personally, had my exit interview for the course I was on, and that has completely worn me out. Like, I wasn't even sure if I was going to stream today. Because I had to do a phone call thing, and I don't like those, to say the least. So I'm completely de-energized. Just trying my best. He did know that too, so I'm going to not make complaint about it. To the college. I'm not going to complain about it to the college. I'm going to complain about it at home. Oh no, not another one. I don't know if I can cheese this one. Close enough. So yeah, I'm technically done with my course. I can get back on with other things. Put my energy back into crocheting, web design, getting back on with my cheesy stuff because I've mildly fallen off that. When I say I was worn out, I really do mean it. Ooh, I don't think I did that bit. I've got a layer on which clips background so I don't so don't go over the lines. And I don't think I've done a bit. That solves that problem. But it's not really a problem because I'm using the colour fill tool anyway. I just feel more comfortable with it. Getting all those lovely foxy colours in. She always looks weird to me without her, like her hair colour on properly. Let me just put in just the black, and I'll show you what I mean. Well, you probably don't have, that's not where you put black. You probably don't have the same attachment to her as I do. So that might not mean anything to you. Oh, right, yeah, there's the... That shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, I don't know, there's just something about that that feels missing, lacking. Raven with white hair is, not my Raven. Have you got any characters of your own that are like that? Where if you change certain details, they are just completely wrong? Like for Ton, for example, I can do a lot of things and it's still Ton through and through. I'm not really sure what specifically makes Ton Ton. Change her into a pony, she looks like Ton. Take away the stripes, kinda looks like Ton. Hair can change, colours can change. Okay, there's a limit, of course. But I'm not really sure where that limit is. But to me, Raven is distinct and static. It is by no means an easy feat to change her. Which is also ironic because she has lots of different forms because she reincarnates. So when she dies, she comes back as a different body. And this is just her current form, not her original. Which I should definitely draw at some point. I don't know, it just doesn't quite feel super duper important. Let's use the ear colour for that tail. It's not really what the inside of her tail looks like, it's more fur and the bone, but I didn't want to draw that. Do I sound tired? I feel tired. I mean, I've technically slept since yesterday, so I shouldn't be tired. There you go, just painting in with the brush. And that's why I used the clipping tool, because if I didn't, yeah, she'd be a lot messier. Wonder how the stream is performing. Ooh. It's keeping up to speed. The frames aren't awful. I've got no alert on the board. That's pretty good. What I did was I downloaded all of the songs that I'm going to be playing. So they're all no copyright songs, possibly AI written, I cannot verify. And it just makes my life easier. So it's playing from the computer rather than trying to stream them. Ooh, I saw that notification. It said there were issues. Just when I was talking about it, it knows. Well, yeah, that's the colours. Pretty quick and painless, to be honest. And I'm going to add the colour swatches as well. Go fur and the markings. I'm going to put this on one layer so it doesn't really bother me. I'll go with hair. Man, she's really got a very limited palette, doesn't she? I'm going to call that a strength. Yeah, we'll put the clothing, quote unquote, lower down. And that. There we go. A bit slow in the uptake. Really not complicated. Alright, and I'm gonna write these in black, I think. I'm wondering if I should actually have like a theme at purpose to what I'm talking about. Granted, it's definitely more fluid when there's more people around. Yeah, just the one marking. I'm sure that's fine. And nose. And nose is the same color as her fur because I'm lazy. So if you're listening into the VOD, which I don't think there's many of you, and that's okay. If you're listening into the VOD, what do you want me to talk about? Video games I've been playing? Movies? Do you want arts and crafts hints and tips? Because I don't have those. Very laggy. Do you want me to do some sales pitch for my my commissions? I'm doing commissions. I have given them an approximate price, a rough price. I don't know if I'm under or overvalued because working out prices is very difficult. I'm sure some people have a system, and I do not. Oh, instead of clothing, how about just cloth? And maybe I should do one for the mouth as well. In a mouth. Because while her mouth is never really shown, she does technically have one. Guys, she can talk. It's a stylistic choice. To represent her quiet solitude. We came up, well I say we came up with, I was talking to the other Nightwish owners and talking about how there's some accidental symbolism in the artwork. It's not intentional, it's entirely death of the author stuff, but it's like the way they see the world. One is blindfolded, one is sly, one is eyes open. I don't know, we was having a whole discussion, it was great fun. But it was all like post hoc rationalization. So take it with a big old dollop of salt. Don't mind me, I'm just going to make it easier to see. Add in 2 outer layers to it. Well, I say easier to see. Just put white against white. I'm sure that will be fine. And then if I want to add a second effect to it, a second layer style, I have to create a second, like turn it into a group. And then add the layer style to the group. So there, you can see the white outline now. And I'm just giving it a black outline for contrast. But not that much contrast. Yeesh. Hopefully that's not offensive. Might increase the white. See, I'm getting fancy with the spices now. Okay, that works well enough for me. It's largely readable. And that's what's important. I might do the whole effects layers thing to everything. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, onto the poses. These are going to be sketches. They're not going to be complicated. I'm not going to make detailed line work out of them. But I might struggle anyway because the computer is on a lag. Yeah, if you do want to help out with commissions or donations, please go to ko-fi.com/Tunray and help me get a computer that is better than this one. And if you don't have the ability to help, that's also cool. And if you don't want to help, I'm not gonna judge you. Get a view for now. It's hidden so you can't see it. Alright, now I'm going to do sketches. I'm not going to be over the top with them. Am I? I hope not. Oh, I feel that lag. Let's put the chest like there, and then I want to get better at drawing all of these different poses. Well, obviously we all want to improve ourselves. I don't want perfection for now at least, because I'm just trying to get the point across. I think I did the same thing with the winter picture. It's all about getting the point across. Do that. And then add in hips. Computer, please don't break down. You're a wonderful computer, you're like no other. I will definitely replace you though. computers had feelings, I would treat it differently. But they don't. For some reason, I didn't draw her feet big enough. So on my commissions list, I've got commissions called sketches. They would not look like this. They'd be much more detailed, much more complete. In fact, they're honestly closer to being full pictures. The difference being is that I'm not adding colour, I'm not refining line work. It's intended to look kind of rough. And I only use one tone. So like a grayscale or possibly like a sepia tone. Sepia? Sepia? Yeah, I'm comfortable enough with that. Now let's see if I can draw a muzzle this time. I used to draw ravens so much when we was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I was about to say I don't know why, but I have a suspicion I know why. Whenever I was playing and it wasn't my turn, to keep me engaged, I'd be doodling something in the margins, something on the life point paper. Never considered that could have been a sign of, well, I can't really say ADHD, I'm not a professional. But if I was, I'd probably be saying ADHD. Because that doesn't feel like a neurotypical thing to do. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, not a professional. And self-diagnosis can be a bad thing. But at the same time, it's reliant on the person to notice these things so they can actually get a real diagnosis if they're confident enough to actually go to the doctors. Which I'm not. Oh, wait, no. Raven's hair is a line. Not going for perfection. Yeah, that's not over the top, is that? I think it gets the point. These are representative of like how Raven reacts and acts in various ways. So quite often she is introspective quiet, good cup of hot drink. Because I'm British, I always think it's tea. Doesn't have to be tea. I can't imagine she drinks anything too extravagant though. Well, maybe she does. Maybe there was a drink that she used to drink as a kid. Like in her first life. Because she's very traditionalist, she likes to do things like she always used to. How's her hair go? That way. I always used to think her hair was quite messy, but compared to her siblings, it's rather neat. I think also what I'm gonna do is first draw her arm in so that I know where that teacup goes. When it comes to some of my other characters, I think I'm going to be drawing a wardrobe section on their character sheet. Or I might just draw an entire wardrobe character sheet for Ton. Although at the end of the day, it's not the wardrobe that's important. It's she has a theme, a colour she likes. I lost entire track of what I was thinking there. She has a theme, a colour she likes. So that's all you really need to worry about. And even then, I change it up regularly. Because sometimes she's in the mood to wear blue, maybe. Or maybe she's got a lovely yellow summer dress on. Who can say, really? It's just her colour choices match up with my own. I really like red, black and gold. So that's what I give her. Because of my Oshis, she is technically the favourite. And why I say technically, and not actually, is because I don't really like thinking about the characters as favourites. I like them for various different reasons. I like Raven for her stoic nature, and that she can kick butt with martial technique. But I like Ton as the most well-rounded. Or for the most well-rounded features. Personality, abilities, style, characterization. And I'm looking forward to Art Fight this year. I always get so stoked to see Ton drawn in different styles. And I'm happy for Raven. This brings me back to my point. With Raven, if she's not drawn right, it doesn't feel right. So when somebody else draws her, I'm always super appreciative. It's always amazing. But I don't think she's ever been drawn quite the way that I feel like she wants to be drawn. Obviously, she's a fictional character, she doesn't have feelings, but I don't know. Don't mind me. I'm pontificating because there's no one to talk to. But Dunray, of course, you can do pretty much anything and I'll be cool with it. Cool and happy with it. She's very flexible in that regard. That tail is not pushy enough. I love some of the arguments people have about the anatomy of an anthro and how realistically an anthro would be like this, or realistically an anthro would be like that. And I always just boil it down to a very simple, in my opinion, rebuttal, and that is, they speak. Like, there is very little reason or purpose why anthros would have human-like ability to speak. I know birds do, parrots, ravens, ironic. And I know, like, communication is definitely a thing, but why would they inherently speak and walk and talk like a people do, and then people complain about proper proportions or realistic physics? Wings should attach there, limbs should be like that, tails cannot move the way that they're drawn. It amuses me. That made her look a bit bustier than I wanted, because I've changed her proportion sizes for personal reasons. She's already naked, she doesn't need to be busty as well. And she's not actually naked, she's got fur covering her. She's fine, she's cool. Oh yeah, I forgot the hair thingies. Oop. Me, what's missing here? I think they're cute. And I can do what I like. Oh. I can't do what I like here. Because this is a pose that's gonna be difficult. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm not sure it'll be fine anymore. Da, 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 da. Raven has to be a very particular way, I say. And then I forget all the details. And here goes across. But that's not the direction of down. I've gone silent again. I'm thinking about food. What should I have to eat? Because it's the middle of the night. Well, it's almost dawn actually. 20 to 6. I think I might be very cheeky and try and cook something in about an hour anyway. I don't know what's available for me to eat. It hasn't been hallmarked for later. Yeah, I'm sure I'll find out. What they try and teach you in NCIS? Better to ask for forgiveness than to seek permission. I'm sure that's definitely something to teach kids. Has anyone ever tried one-handed push-ups? I used to be able to do assisted handstand push-ups, and by that I mean I'd need to balance myself against the wall, and then I could do, I think it was 10 of those, but that was way back when I was actually healthy. Gotta think of them like water balloons. Water balloons, that is not the direction of down. Hopefully that's not super offensive. Need more practice in lots of areas. Anatomy is always one of them. And I deleted it earlier, but I will be looking at when I next draw Raven, I'm going to try and use a track athlete as reference, or maybe like a pole vault. I think they've got a really good body for body type for Raven. Body type isn't the word, because there's still lots of people who are short or tall. Physique, that's the word I wanted. And that. I don't think that's right. it's all approximate. Adding in the back leg markings. Imagine that they evolved that way to sort of signal the direction of hunt. If you're running behind one of these foxes and their tail is one direction, you can tell which way they're turning. Hypothetically. Because I think in this instance, the marking placement, while would vary on them, on this species, would probably still, like deer, I think, they'd have specific places for, like the white fur. Rabbits would have white fur, but these foxes, they have black fur. Or maybe she is special, I don't know. I don't make the rules up, do I? She has bandages on her arm. They're more like an arm brace. It's important to get everything right. Now, this pose is not my design. Well, I suppose technically it is. It's very strongly inspired by an artist who drew Raven for me. Because I won a thing I didn't even know I was entering. And unfortunately I'll never be able to pay the artist back. It was free, must point that out, but I'll never be able to repay them because they unfortunately passed away. Oh gosh, good few years now. But I also can't direct you to them because they were not PG. But they were really good. They did a lot of traditional art, which is even back then was quite unique, quite impressive. Because I'm not talking I'm not that old. Jeez. I'm talking like a wartime. But I am certainly old enough to have been on Elfwood. Before DeviantArt, that was my first art gallery, online art gallery. I'm technically sad it went away, but Elfwood had practices in place that worked well back in its day, but almost certainly would not do so well these days. It would, what's the word I want? They had staff looking through every single submission and approving them individually. I don't think it was a one and done glance at it job. I think it was a proper they had evaluation. I mean, I could be wrong about that because I don't actually know. It's too long ago for my memory. I do know that it took days to weeks for pictures to be evaluated. Okay, it sort of is a straight line, but just because it looks cooler to speedline it. Yeah, the whole Apple thing was her idea as well. I also don't think that this picture was actually on her gallery site. I think I was the only one to have it, so you won't be able to find her that way particularly easy. Okay, so if the sternum goes that way, put the fluff there. I think I would normally put a lot more effort into shaping the character. But I am only doing sketches, no perfection here. Not to sound like an old woman, but damn, is my back hurting sitting like this. What's the phrase I heard someone say? Posture check? Yep, sitting up is more painful right now. Cool. It must be near the end of the stream then. And I'm gonna say, I think I've made pretty good progress today. I think if I can get this last sketch in, and then I'll call it a wrap. Maybe eat a wrap. Probably not, I don't think we got any. I hope everyone's been enjoying the rambling. Literally head empty, no plan, just chatting about nonsense. Whatever comes to mind. And we'll do that. Close up the hips. That's the wrong hand. But it looks better in that direction. Well, here's what it is. I'll flip it in a minute. How did I know that was the wrong hand? Because the bandage was going to go on this arm a moment ago. And that would have been wrong. I might move it as well. And we'll flip that horizontal. Oh, I definitely didn't do the mirror trick. Yeah, she's good enough. Good enough. Okay, here. That's gonna wrap up the stream. Thank you very much for watching if you did. Oh wait, no, I've got 4 minutes on the clock. Oh no. Alright, here's the plan. I'm doodling line this, eyes here. I don't need to fix the eye, it's representative of where it's going. I am a silly sometimes. Because while she is blind, she does have a blindfold on, so she does have eyes somewhere. I think they're on her head. Does that still work? Yeah. Got my little buttons. Watching my little avatar making noise. Hi hi. Well, don't mind me. I'm looking forward to that next Beato Tube update. Can I justify buying it? I can't really, because I don't think my computer can handle it. That was my justification last time. Ooh, stretch, stretch. Yep, I'm gonna go relax. I think I'm gonna go watch She-Ra and thoroughly enjoy that show. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye bye. Johnny.